So Castle Illusion is actually a remake, a reimagination of the original Genesis game. The original Genesis game was actually a very difficult, hardcore gamer game, and when we decided to reimagine it for their modern gameplay, we retained that really hardcore, difficult type of game. It's in the spirit. There's some sections that'll be iconic recreations of the original game, but there's some sections that are in full 3D. So you actually transition from 2D gameplay to 3D gameplay, back to 2D gameplay, back to like a 3D boss, for example. All the boss battles are in full 3D. Adding that little piece of progression into the game to modernize it just a little bit, but the core and the DNA of the game is actually a very old school platformer. It's very challenging, yes, it's a very challenging game. There's something to be said about having difficulties in games, but if you want an experience where the designers and the game creators wanted you have to keep it pretty much a set difficulty, and that's what we've done. I work for Sega of America, and the studio is actually Sega Australia that put it together. It's actually a brand new group. They've done some work for Total War, they've done some work on Olympics, but primarily it's a team hand-selected to make this game. The controls are definitely tighter and definitely more modernized, but the attacks and the jumps and the jump attack, they're very similar, but the floatiness, yes, we've done our best to minimize or not to have that at all, actually. The original producer and I believe one of the art designers actually consulted with us on the game. Disney worked with us very closely on the game as well. So it's very old school in terms of gameplay and Sega and all that, but it's very magical in Disney because Disney helped us a lot as well. And we're out summertime, fall. We're still debating on when to release it. The game is pretty much done, and it's going to be on XBLA, PSN, and digital download for PC as well. It's a challenging game. It's a gamer's game. We encourage kids to play it, but it's really for a gamer.